A date with my family? I gotta be real with you. I only like my family as a friend.
This boy and girl coming home from school look quite content with life. And why not?
They're middle-class
looking forward to an
Christian
important
whites in the
date,
50s.
Dinner at
Woohoo!
home with the family. What's the matter? Doesn't that sound exciting to you?
Not with these people.
Well, to them, it's a special occasion.
To
as
be
it has
fair,
been
that's
ever
because
since
they're
they
the
sat down to
aforementioned
dinner in high
these
chairs.
people.
Why should they feel that way about something you take so completely for granted?
I don't know, because the
Well,
internet
let's
hasn't
see
been
if we can
invented.
find out. First of all, daughter has changed from school clothes to something more festive.
Gray is
Dressing
known
a little
for its
makes
festive
her feel
qualities.
and consequently look more charming. Even the table takes on a special air. Mother, too, changes from her daytime clothes. The women of this family seem to feel that they owe it to the men of the family to look relaxed, rested, and attractive at dinner time.
Here's the
Brother
kid
is
that's
spending
banking
an
on his
hour
mom
before
being
dinner,
attractive at
catching
dinner.
up on his homework. He has plans this evening. Perhaps that explains the telephone call. But he won't spend a lot of time on the phone either.
Mainly because
When
it's
there
that
are
guy
several
calling for
members of the
Hugh
family
Jazz
to be
again.
considered, it is not a good idea for one member to monopolize the phone. And it is never good to allow telephone conversations to interfere with studies.
Plus, you can't even play Snake on that thing.
Is it that late? Dad'll be here any minute. Better tell Mother she's needed in the kitchen.
Come on, Mom. We've got food to not season.
Brother notices the time and realizes that he must put things in order and clean himself up in time for dinner.
I'm gonna slit your eyelids in
Hello
half
there.
so you don't blink when I
Junior is
stab you
always
in the
a hurry,
face.
particularly for dinner. But first there's a cleanup job to do on this young man.
You call it a cleanup job, the state calls it destroying evidence, and
Brother
besides,
takes it
Junior
upon
prefers
himself
to wear the
help
blood of his
share
enemies.
Junior's responsibility for keeping their room in good order and keeping Junior in good order too. Punctuality is stressed in this household.
When it comes
By
to
that I
being
mean
late, this
hairy
family
combs
says,
and faces
fuck
and
around
hands
and
scrubbed
find out.
before the boys come to the table so they won't delay the meal. Now, mother and daughter put the finishing touches on the dinner.
Yeah, just shower that bitch with ricin.
Father, too, looks forward to this date with the family. He has had a hard day at the office, and in his briefcase are some contracts which must be looked over tonight. But in the meantime, he will relax at dinner with those he loves.
Ladies and gentlemen, due to
A
illness,
simple
those he
centerpiece
loves
made
will
from
be
some
played
flowers
by
which grow in the
these people.
backyard is another of daughter's contributions to the dinner. But it takes up a little too much room, so she moves it to the sideboard.
Yeah, like the daughter here, the centerpiece must remain out of sight until it stops being such an eyesore.
These boys greet their dad as though they are genuinely glad to see him, as though they had really missed being away from him during the day and are anxious to talk to him.
As though
This
they're
is the
happy
time
he
for
came
pleasant
home again.
discussion in a thoroughly relaxed mood. They don't pick this time of the day to spring unpleasant surprises on Dad.
After
If they have
dinner is the
disagreeable
time to
views,
bring
they'll
up that
postpone the
science fair
discussion
project
until
that's
another
due
time.
tomorrow.
And this is no time to dun Father for a raise in your allowance, new clothes, or argue
Mom
about
better
other
be
financial
attractive
matters.
tonight.
Ah, dinner time. Yes, Mother. Junior remembered to clean up.
Now she's wondering why Dad doesn't smack her ass like that anymore.
Brother seats Junior.
You've got to keep a short leash on that tiny psycho.
Then helps Mother to her chair as he would his best girl. Well, the dinner date has begun, and they're all happy about it.
I said they're all happy about it. Smile, damn you.
Many families throughout the country observe the custom of saying grace at mealtime.
Ah, yes, the custom
It
of
is always
collectively
treated
whispering
with
to your
reverence
favorite
and
character from
respect.
your favorite book, written by people who are too brown to be invited to dinner.
Napkins on the lap, the family awaits service.
Always
converse
bring a
pleasantly
napkin for
while Dad
cleanup
serves.
after you've been serviced.
I said pleasantly, for that is the keynote at dinner time. It is not only good manners, but good sense. Pleasant, unemotional conversation helps digestion.
Bottle up
Father
those
serves
emotions,
mother
kids. It's
first,
good for mental health
then daughter.
and digestion.
Then the boys. Don't worry, fellas, you won't get left. Help cut your meat, Junior?
No circumcision
Of
at the dinner
course.
table, boys.
By example, older children can teach younger ones good table manners.
Note the grip brother has on that knife. He knows what Junior's capable of.
No one starts eating until father has served himself. Always wait for the hostess, in this case mother, to begin eating before you start.
But
Let father and mother guide the conversational trend if they desire. After all, they made all this possible and may want to talk over their day with each other. Tell mother how good the food is.
go ahead.
Maybe
Lie to your
celebrate the
mother's
compliment,
face.
too. It makes them want to continue pleasing you.
Anything to get brother to stop pleasing himself at the table.
Well, all this is good general advice, but there are some specific don'ts.
Like,
maybe
don't
the
make
family will
direct
demonstrate
eye
for
contact
us.
with Junior over there.
Don't monopolize the conversation and go on and on without stopping. Nothing destroys the charm of a meal more quickly.
Gee,
To
does
say
this
that
bitch
the
ever
rest of
shut
the
up?
group is bored would be a gross understatement.
Oh my God, shut the fuck up.
Don't discuss unpleasant topics such as gruesome sights or sounds.
Plus, if you tell an adult
Or
about the body in the
unpleasant
woods, they'll
occurrences.
remove it, and
This
then
is
what are
a
you
time
going to
of
poke
pleasure,
at with a stick?
charm and relaxation, remember? Don't make unkind comparisons about your stand of living. The dinner table is no place for discontent.
Remember, no real emotions.
Makes
It's
Dad and
family
Mother
time.
uncomfortable and unhappy. Don't insult your brother or sister with offensive remarks about friends.
Or the lack
Arguments,
thereof.
harsh words mean tension and distress for everyone.
$20 says the night ends with Dad calling the kids financial burdens.
Do remember simply this. Treat the other members of your family with the same respect and cordiality you would show your most treasured friend outside the family circle.
Yeah, go ahead. Nut check
Does
your
not
father
mean you
so
should be
hard he
stiff or
vomits
formal.
while you laugh
With
hysterically.
your own family, you can relax. Be yourself.
Let's not
Just
get
be
too
sure
crazy,
it's your
though.
best
It is
self.
1950.
This is better. Now things are on an even keel again. Now we're ready for dessert. Most families don't have maids,
Thanks,
so Mother
Lincoln.
needs help with the serving from the kitchen. Son says Mother has done enough. Watch him play butler. The removal of dishes from the main course and the serving of dessert set the stage for the conclusion of a thoroughly pleasant meal.
Although this wasn't the dessert Dad had in mind when he asked Mom to sit that cake on his
Do you
face.
begin to see now how a date with your family can be a truly special occasion?
If I say yes,
Do you
can
know
I
why
leave?
brother and sister looked forward to the evening? When the dinner hour at home is treated with a certain amount of graciousness and ceremony, it can be memorable. There is no family so poor but that the evening meal can be eaten in an atmosphere of warmth and gentleness.
Because when I think warmth and
There is
gentleness,
no family
I
so
think
busy,
barrel fire
but
prepared
that it can come
gruel under a
together in the
bridge.
evening for a dinner date which will give its members something to look back upon with happiness all their days.
Days which are now numbered due to what Mom slipped into tonight's meal.